All right, guys, we about to get busy today. We got sliders on the menu. I'm gonna show you guys how to make butter baked club sliders. Y'all ready? Get in your kitchen. Let's go. All right, so let's quickly go over our ingredients today. Back here we have our deli sliced turkey here. We're using deli sliced ham. If you want to switch out the ham and use roast beef, because I know everybody doesn't eat pork, that's fine. Totally up to you. Right here we have some provolone cheese. I'm using provolone cheese rather than cheddar. You can also use Swiss, whatever type of cheese that floats your boat, go for it. We have our Hawaiian rolls here, our bacon, mayo, butter, garlic powder, chopped parsley, spicy brown mustard. If you don't have spicy brown mustard, you can use Dijon mustard or regular yellow mustard, totally up to you. Poppy seeds, onion powder, and we got that W sauce there. So that's all you need. Let's get to it. All right, to get started, we're gonna start cooking our bacon, and I'm gonna cook it right here on my flat top since I already had it out. We're gonna lay a strip down right here, another strip here. I'm gonna cook about 8 to 10 slices of bacon. That should probably be enough, depending on how bacony you want it. So as our bacon finishes cooking, we're gonna start removing it. I'm gonna remove these pieces here. I'm gonna set them aside for the moment. All right, so now we're finishing up our last pieces of bacon here. I'm gonna go ahead and get these babies removed. Now let's head over to our cutting board. All right, so we're gonna start preparing our spread mixture. We're gonna take an empty dish. We're gonna add our mayo and our spicy brown mustard. And we're gonna give that baby a quick mix. And I'm gonna dash this with a little hot sauce because I can. You know, I'm gonna call an audible, get that another mix. Of course, that is optional, guys. And that's what we have. Let's move this aside. Now let's bring over the bottom half of our sliders. So now we're gonna take our mayo spread and we're gonna spread this evenly over the bottom half of our buns, just like this. Now guys, if you wanna toast your buns first, you can do that also. I don't find that this spread is gonna make the buns soggy. Now I know when I did my pizza video, that pizza sauce has the capability to do that. Now you wanna take your deli meat. We're gonna start off with our turkey. It's crumbling up over here on me. So I'm just gonna start laying down some little crumbled pieces. I got a pound of turkey. Not sure if I'm gonna use the whole pound. We'll see. I'm just gonna eyeball it and see what works. We want it to be hearty and meaty. All right, so now we're gonna come across our turkey with our ham. And I got about a pound of ham as well. And if you don't eat ham, guys, you know, do roast beef or whatever meat you want, whatever deli meat you want, it's totally up to you. I eat pork, I eat ham, so I'm gonna put it on mine. And just because you tell me not to doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. Listen, I'm from the South, we eat that swine. Next, we're gonna come across that with our bacon. Next, we're gonna come across that with our cheese. Again, I'm using provolone. All right, so once we layered our cheese, we're gonna take the top half of our bun and we're gonna sit it on the top just like this. All right, now we're gonna let that sit there for a moment. We're gonna head over to our stove again and we're gonna prepare our butter sauce. You know what, guys? Cooking has always been one of those things that slows my mind down. When I'm in the kitchen and I'm seasoning that food, I'm checking the heat and making sure that everything comes together. You know what? It forces me to be present. And a lot of us don't realize we need moments like that. Not those moments where you're trying to reinvent yourself or those moments where you're trying to fix everything at once, and not even the moments where you're trying to turn into a new version of yourself overnight, but just those moments where we check in. And you know what I realized over the years? Most New Year's goals, they don't fall apart because people don't care. You know why they fall apart? Because people try to change everything all at once instead of trying to build small habits that they can actually stick with. And for me, one of the habits that made the biggest difference in my life this year, that was learning to pause, to reflect, instead of constantly pushing myself. Now that is something that I did not understand before, especially when life got busy. But this idea connects to something that I've been thinking more and more about lately, and that's mental health and therapy. And listen, therapy isn't about flipping a switch or becoming someone new. It's similar to cooking, low and slow. You're learning patterns, you're understanding yourself, and you're building something that lasts instead of rushing into it. And that's why I'm glad to share that today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp makes starting therapy feel a lot less intimidating. It's all online, so you can connect with a licensed therapist by phone, video, or even text, whatever fits your lifestyle. No waiting rooms, no pressure, and you can even do it from the comfort of your own home, even while you're winding down after a long day. What I like is that it supports the same idea that we talk about here all the time, taking care of yourself consistently, not perfectly. It's just like cooking. It's about showing up, learning as you go, and giving yourself space to grow. So if you've been thinking about therapy but didn't know where to start, BetterHelp makes that first step that much easier. You can get matched with a therapist that fits your needs. And if it's not the right fit, no problema. You can switch at no extra cost. If you want to check it out, you can use the link in the video description, betterhelp.com/allwings. Again, that's betterhelp.com/allwings to get started with 10% off your first month. And now let's get back to these sliders because we got to prepare this sauce. So next thing we're going to do is melt our butter in this saucepan. And you want to do this over a low heat. All right, so once that butter is melted, you want to go ahead and turn off your heat. You want to go in with your garlic powder, onion powder, that W sauce, and the poppy seeds. And we're just going to give this a good mix. All right, that looks good. Now we're going to head back over to our cutting board where our sliders are. All right, so now back at our cutting board, we're going to take our butter sauce that we just created and we're going to brush it over the top of our buns like this. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You want to take some aluminum foil and we want to cover this baby tightly with aluminum foil. And we're going to put it in our oven, let it bake for 20 minutes, pull it out, and then we're going to bake it uncovered for some additional minutes. All right, let's get it in the oven. All right, guys, after 20 minutes in, we're going to remove our veil. Take a look at that right there. So we're going to put it back into our oven for an additional 10 to 15 minutes until that top is golden brown and our cheese is melted. All right, let's get that baby back in the oven. All right, so after that additional 10 to 15 minutes, I'm gonna take some of that leftover butter sauce and I'm gonna spray a little bit more over there, man. Armor raw these buddies down to give them that shine. So that's what we have right there. Nothing left else to do but to slice into these babies. That is absolutely beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get these babies plated up so we can jump into quality control. And guys, there you have it. Butter Bake Club sliders. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. We're gonna go ahead and jump into quality control so we can do a quick taste test. Let's go. All right, guys, it's quality control time. Let's go ahead and bring this baby to the front of the congregation. Man, take a look at that. Ooh-wee. Let's go ahead and take a bite out of crime. Oh man, it's a bite size of heaven. Oh man. You definitely want this one here, baby. Oh man, this is the perfect party food. And guess what? It's the perfect game day food too. So guys, definitely add this one to your list of AWE recipes for game day and party food. So until then, y'all already know who I am. This is All Wings Everything. And remember, him not a chef. Him just cook a lot. And now I'm out. Peace.